Hello friends, welcome to part 47 of Laravel 12 multi-button e-commerce series. So we'll continue working on the brands module, and in this part we are going to work on add and edit brand functionality. Okay, so in the last part we able to show the brands in the admin panel. You can see that we can able to show the brands in the admin panel along with the active inactive as well as the delete functionality. Okay, so now we are going to work on the add edit brand functionality. So add brand submit button is here and also the edit icon is here, but we are going to check once. Okay, we are going to follow these steps for this functionality. So let's start. So I'm going to open the brands.blade file. Brands.blade file. I'm going to, sorry, it's the index.blade file under brands folder, and I'm going to check here the add brand. Add brand is here. That is the admin slash brands slash create. That is fine. And we are also going to check the edit brand, and that is here admin slash brands. Then the brand ID, then slash edit. So both the URLs are correct. Okay. So we have modified this page earlier, I think from the categories module. So that's why we have just replaced the category to brand. So that's why it have become easier for us for the brands now, for the functionality for the brands. Okay. So let's do the next step. Next step is we need to make sure that the resource brands route must exist in web.php file. I'm going to check that brand resource route is here. Yes, it's here. So our CRUD functionality, we are not required to create any other route for the CRUD functionality. Okay, so add, edit, update, view, okay, delete, all the routes automatically cater to the brand controller. Okay, I'm going to open the brand controller and will show you once again that all the functions we have. Let's see, the create function is here, store, show, edit, update. So we are going to use these functions and we are not required to create this separate route for these functions. Okay, as resource controller is enough for all these functions. Okay, so this resource controller is enough for all these routes. Okay, so we are going to update the create function, store function, edit function, update function. We are going to update the create function to show the add brand form. Okay, so let's modify the create function, and here I'm going to modify the create function that will return to the, here you can, I'm going to align that create function will return to the add edit brand blade file. Okay, and I'm going to modify the store function as well, that will handle the submission of the add brand. Okay, to handle the add brand submission, this store function we are going to modify. It's just like the submit function. Okay, in which we are going to handle the brand submission, brand insertion, okay, addition of the brand for the first time. Okay, so after this we are going to handle the edit brand form. So this form is for the edit brand form. Okay, it's for the uh, whenever you want to update the brand, then okay, while click on this one, like if the user will click on, if the admin will click on this icon, and then the form will appear, that form, in that form, and for that form we are going to modify this function. Okay, so we are going to modify that edit function for the edit brand form. Okay, so we have modified this edit function for the edit brand form, and also finally we are going to modify the update function for the edit brand submission. Okay, whenever the admin is going to update the brand, and for the submission of that updated brand, we are going to modify this update function. Okay, so you can see that we have called the brand service here, that we have created in last few videos. Brand service is already injected in all the functions. Okay, so we can simply call it. So after this, we are going to create the add edit brand blade file. Okay, so that file we are going to create inside resources, views, admin, and here see brands, and inside the brand I'm going to create the new file. I'm going to save it with the name add underscore edit underscore brand dot blade dot php file. Okay, so I'm going to save it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick from some other, I'm going to pick from the add edit category, going to copy all, will add it here so that it will save our time. Okay, so after this I'm going to update the changes. Okay, so here you can see the form will appear like this. We require brand name, brand image, brand logo, brand discount, brand URL, brand description, meta title, meta description, meta keywords, and show on header menu as well. Okay, I'm going to copy this one and we'll replace the form here like this, and I will make sure that the category does not exist in this form. I'm going to check once. Yes, it's fine. Okay. So after this, you can see here all the fields are intact that we have created in the brands table. Here you can see name, image, logo, discount, description, URL, meta title, meta description, meta keyword, status, but one field is missing, and that is the show on header menu. And this field we have added, like we have added in the categories in module as well, because if the admin wants to disable the brand from the header menu, then he will not activate it from here. Okay, it will keep the status as inactive, and if you want to show in the header menu, then he will make the brands menu status active. Okay, so for this we are going to add one column in create brands table. Here I'm going to modify this one and we'll add here the menu status. And right now I'm going to modify the brands table manually, but next time whenever we will create the migration file with the php artisan migrate fetch seed, this menu underscore status will automatically get created in the brands table. Okay, so I'm going to open the ecom12 database, and here in the brands table I'm going to add one more column, and after status I'm going to sorry, before status I'm going to add, after meta keywords I'm going to add one more tiny integer column, menu underscore status as tiny int, here as defined, one, save. Okay, you can see the structure like this. Fine. Now after this we are going to add the add edit brand function in the brand service that will actually contain the logic of add and addition of the brand and an edit of the brand. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one and we'll add in the brand service. Here I'm going to add here for this one. Okay, I'm going to align it as well. I'm going to see. Okay, it's fine. Add a brand function. If the ID is there, then we are going to update the brand. Then we are going to find the ID and we'll fetch the brand details so that we can show the brand details in the add edit product form. And in case of a new brand, we are going to add here the new brand so that we can able to add the brand for the first time. And here we are going to upload the brand image as well as the brand logo. Here we are going to add the brands folder. Okay, in public front images, like we have the categories folder, here we also add the brands folder. Okay, so the brands and also logos folder. Okay, brands images we are going to add in brands folder, and logos images we are going to add inside the logos folder. Okay, so other than this nothing is required. Okay, so let's see, we are going to add these header at the top of the brand service. We are going to add it like this. Okay, this one is required for the intervention package for the uploading and the resizing of the images. And finally, this success message div is required in index.blade file that I think is already there. I'm going to check it once. The brand, okay, so it's already there. Fine. Now we are going to test, and also we are going to add the brand in the admin sidebar. Okay, last thing we are going to add here in the admin sidebar, and we are going to remove the unwanted things also. Okay, so I have modified the sidebar at my end. Okay, and I'm going to replace it in my admin sidebar as well. Here, this sidebar wrapper I'm going to replace with my wrapper, in which I have removed the unwanted items, and also I have added the brands module. Okay, so now we are going to check the brands is here now at the left sidebar. Okay, categories, brands, and products. Okay, so we have right now opened the brand module, and now I'm going to try to add the brand from here. Add brand, and you can see the brands form appear here with brand name, brand image, brand logo, brand discount, brand URL, brand description, meta title, meta description, meta keywords. Okay, so I'm going to add here one brand. Okay, any brand like. I'm going to add a Reebok. Okay, I'm going to save this image just for the dummy purpose. I'm going to save the image of Reebok logo as well, and I require one shoes as well. Okay, I'm going to save this image just for the dummy purpose. Okay, and also I am going to one Reebok shoes I can add just for the dummy purpose as well, just for the testing purpose. Don't use for the production. Okay, and see, I'm going to add this brand image here like this, and brand logo, this logo I'm going to add here. Okay, and here I'm going to add the Reebok brand discount. I will make it 10%. Brand URL Reebok. Okay, brand description testing, anything. Okay, brand Reebok. Okay, once again, I'm going to make it empty right now. Description keywords and show on header menu. I'm going to check. Click on submit. See the brand added successfully, and here you can see the Reebok added here. Okay, and one thing we need to see that why there is space at the left and right sidebar, and for that I'm going to check it once. Index.blade file, and here. Um, we are going to see this success message. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write this one in ChatGPT. It will always help. Okay. Uh, Reduce the space at left and right side of this validation message. Okay. Go to check it once. Let's see. Alignment I am going to do later. Go to edit, because at the time of edit also the message will appear. So also we will able to test the edit functionality of the brand. Okay, so we are required to add this brand model at the top of the brand controller that we have missed. Okay, so I'm going to add here the brand model. So we are going to check now. Okay, so I'm going to click on submit just to verify. Yes, now it seems to be better. Okay, it is almost identical to this one. Okay, so we can now align it. It looks better. So we can move. So it's fine. Okay, and also this time I'm going to edit the changes. Like if I'm going to add Reebok from Reebok to Nike. Okay, Nike. Okay, then I'm going to make it URL as well, like this one, and click on submit. And you can see the changes are have been appear here. Okay, you can see the Nike here. Okay, Nike. Okay, so here I'm going to edit it as well. Once again, I'm going to make it Reebok. Okay, as we are using the Reebok logo as well as the Reebok shoes image. Okay, so I'm going to put back to Reebok here. Okay, and so both add and edit brand functionality is working fine. So in the next part, we are going to work for the validations for our add edit brand form. So please stay tuned for that. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.